Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are reaching a new level of quality for these games. I've been casting for a long time, but it's the first time that someone says that they would be ready to pay to get their games casted. And I don't care about the money, although I do want my offshore bank account to get a little more full, if you know what I mean. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to cast this game. I'm Van Tallinn, how you doing? And we have, a game that Lucy Furs would gladly pay someone to cast decently, so I'm not getting paid. That goes without saying. And let's get into it. I mean, what else is there to say apart from let's go? Let's unfreeze these heroes and introduce them. We have, of course, a Pudge with the Arcana, the newly fresh Arcana. The newly fresh, that didn't sound very English. Alright, -1 point for Gryffindor. Legion Commander will be played by Nico Nee. Playing, of course, the LC. Black Rock Shooter, of course, will be the beautifully dressed Pudge. I'm not entirely sure if you can say that he's beautifully dressed. At least you know that his attire is expensive, but that's all you can say on him. SRJ is going to be playing the Shadow Demon. Of course, he's going to be supporting Octarizer, the Juggernaut, with that long sword May Arcana. Not entirely sure what that means, Big Iron playing the Witch Doctor, but whatever. We have a Ricky, a hero that's recently been modified, and that has found, well, quite a use. I think he's the 10th most popular hero around here. So, yep, we're gonna see him today. Just a collector passing by, he says. Alright, Peanut is going to be on the Rubik to oppose the Ricky, as you clearly see on your screen. On the mid lane, you're going to have a Storm Spirit played by Staz. Staz, and he's going to face the mid Pudge. That's an interesting thing. That's an interesting matchup. I haven't seen a mid-Pudge in forever. There's a Slug, played by SC Mozart. He too is really well dressed. He is dressed with a lot of very expensive cosmetics. He is going to be gone on by Octarizer. They're going to try to steal the rune, the Dire. Are they going to succeed? They won't. MC Mozart claims the rune, and at the bottom lane, does appear that the Ricky, well, he tried to be sneaky. Did he succeed? Does appear like he did. He did. He managed to steal the rune. So good job, Ricky. Although your friends on the top lane were not successful, you were, and that is all well and good for you. What I don't like, however, is that there's 2 wards on the safe lane for the Dire. Alright, usually you place one at the bottom lane to block the pull camp or to at least see some movement, some rotations, but they won't see anything. They will see every rotation on the top lane where there's an offlane Slug. Also very interesting. Usually you want him to be safe laning because it's way safer. Instead you're gonna have Peanut that's going to face not only the Ricky but the Legion Commander, so it's dual lanes. My, something that I haven't seen very often. And oh, looks like someone woke up and is kind of late to the party. It's Barbatos, the Spirit Breaker that I completely forgot to introduce. Mid lane is also going to be an interesting matchup because one of the reasons you don't see mid Pudges ever since Dota 7.0 was introduced is because he basically gets shredded, as the Storm is clearly demonstrating. Even though he is well dressed with an Arcana, that is not going to help him have a good lane, I think. I think the Storm, although he loses pretty much every matchup, he's not going to lose that one. That one is the easiest matchup for a Storm, which does not bode well for the Radiant, now that I think about it. No, because, I mean, the Storm is extremely good late game, and you see Bud failing his first hook. Although I do say this, the Storm is going for very odd build right now. He is skilling Static Remnant and Static Vortex and no point in Overload. His passive, which is the strongest point about the Storm Spirit, well, you won't see it early on, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Alright, more about the interesting lanes. The Spirit Breaker is bottom, he's going to be safely carrying. Alright, I'm pretty sure, no. They put the safe lane carry on the off lane with the Witch Doctor. Well, alright, that's one way to do it. Another questionable move, because that also means that they're going to be facing the Juggernaut and Shadow Demon that are spinning on that Witch Doctor. Well, forget Spin Doctors, forget Witch Doctors, it's the Death Doctor. Octarizer claims the first blood by predicting a good old dose of death. As mid lane, Haste Rune with the Pudge. Well, that's a combination that does lead to a kill on the Storm Spirit. That is also extremely weak before he hits level 6. But I'm kinda surprised. That's maybe because he's not skilling Overload at all. I am extremely surprised that he's not doing this. Bottom lane, does appear that, it's relatively even. The Spirit Breaker is not throwing any CS though. That's the surprising part. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why. I mean, he's being pretty much left alone. Ricky, he's also a hero that's not that great very, very early on. But we're going to see. I'm going to keep my eyes on this lane for just a little while. What could be happening here? Okay, the Spirit Breaker is actually not fast enough to come close to the creep to actually last hit them. Alright, well, you saw him just take one, but he's slow. He did not skill Empowering Haste. Well, that's more common for Spirit Breakers, but look at this. Now he's getting also a little bit bullied here. He's dropping at half HP, almost has no tangos, and yeah, no matter what the Rubik does, I don't think it's going to be enough. In fact, I think it's a Rubik that's trying to get the last hits for himself. My, that's more and more questionable. The Radiant so far have been doing the moves that really I never see. I wonder what Regent this is too. Oh wait. I forgot something, right? I forgot that. Never mind what that is. That is going to remain a mystery for you watching at home. I'm never going to tell you what that is. Actually, I am. It was just something to improve my FPS. It was removing the preview from OBS Studio. There you go, mystery solved. You won't have to ask me about it in the late future, because I'm pretty sure no one would talk to me when I cast for this. Anyway, Octorizer is gonna have eyes for Big Iron now, or for runes, but he's wasting his time. Although he has some phase boosts, and the Witch Doctor is extremely slow. Oh, that might be the Witch Doctor again in trouble, but they're diving for this. Okay. They are diving, or are they? They're diving in a half, hesitating. Now the spin comes in, the Maledict as well, the pump's gonna fail. Alright, SAJ is not dead. However, one of his friends, one of his enemies at the mid lane is. Black Orb Shooter actually finds a kill on Staz again. Staz that finally decided to put a level in Overload, but came a bit too late. The Pudge already has his levels, and he's level 6 way before the Storm. In fact, he's well on the way to level 7. Storm, well, the same cannot be said for that poor guy. Missing mid, he says. Yep, because, yeah, the Pudge. He's now rotating bottom. He has had enough of the Storm Spirit's flesh. Now he wants to taste some exotic delicacies, and Peanut's already been cooked up. Never mind! He's cooked and served now, with a dive by Nico Nee. Ricky, creep, I don't belong here. Well, he shows that he certainly does belong here, because he's feeling just like at home. He's driving in, driving by, getting some food, and then walking back. Just like you go in a fridge and take food. It's that easy. Oh, charge on Nico Nee, but I'm pretty sure that it's only to come back to lane. And, yeah, the laning phase. For the Radiant. It's a disaster. A complete and total disaster. There's, I'm pretty sure that none of the lanes are really having an edge here for the Radiant. I mean, honestly, I look at the scoreboard as well. It's 5-0. For the Dire. The Storm, not level 6. The Radiant, well, the rest of the Radiant, well, I'm pretty sure the Slug is getting something, right? He's getting some CS, but less than the Juggernaut. So that's something, but that's not good enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Juggernaut is a hero that... Right, he needs less items than the Slug to be really efficient. Plus, it's the Juggernaut. He has a favorable matchup against the Slug due to the fact that his spins can avoid the pounce like you saw earlier. Although, I say this, but the Slug is level 5 to the level 4 of the Juggernaut. The first one to get level 6 basically is going to have a huge edge for, what, 20 seconds before the other one gets level 6 himself. And the Slug being left to his own device might mean that, yeah, that is a Slug that could get to that critical level, although he's getting bullied as well. Man, the Dire, they're winning these lanes very comfortably, I feel. But it might change really soon. There's still some hope for the Dire. They're not out yet. In fact, if you look at the net worth chart, yeah, they do paint that the Dire's ahead, but not by that much. It's 7 minutes in, it's a 2k gold lead. Sure, it's significant, but not as significant as it could have been. Otherwise, that's... Oh, mid. Alright, here we go. Storm Spirit hitting level 6. Now he's trying to fight back against the Empire of the Pudge. The Pudge Emporium might fall. Because now, well, he does not exactly have the mana, but when he does... Oh, poor Pudge. Poor Pudge. They will probably need a rotation, though. I mean, that Pudge... would have probably been dead meat, pun definitely intended, if they came on him. Look, they're even pinging him. They know that they want it. They know that they want it now with the Storm Invisible. But there's no rotation that comes. No rotation comes at all. The Pudge is going to taunt, and yeah, he knows. He knows that they cannot do it, and oh, but with no rotation, he's still going to try to go for it, or is he? He's going to, no, they're just going to do a little dance. and walk themselves out to the top lane. Storm is getting into Roshan, hesitating, does not have boots, so he's really slow, but he's gonna walk himself up top, and he's not gonna walk to Roche, he's gonna find to a target, to some food, and dinner is served. The big iron goes down to the claws, to the chains of the pudge. That's going to get charged, and charge cancelled. As actually, I'm pretty sure it was the Spirit Breaker on Hunter trait with the double damage, but yeah, he's facing Nico Ni and the creep. I mean, the Ricky. Well, he's called creeps, alright. With the blink strike. Yeah, no, he's not exactly going to die here. There's going to be reinforcement from the Storm Spirit. They're going to do a ball lightning into the Legion Commander. Lucky bash, lucky everything. He's going to try to TP, but nope, sir, not in a million years. The Legion Commander is dead. And that is all that matters. A bit of an overextension here by the Dire. Not entirely sure what they were hoping to try and chase a hero under a shrine. Well, same time though, top. What happened here? Oh, that's what happened. The Omni Slash came online. It was used on the support, so not the biggest of losses for the Radiant, and the biggest of wins for the Dire, but it's going to cement their advantage just a little bit. Meanwhile, the Slug has hit a level 6 of his own, so if the support comes back to play, well, they're going to be able to play very hard. As, yeah, that Shadow Dance, it may kill a support of their own. Oh, and with level 6, another aspect of it is the look at how he's pinging that ward. He knows now where most of the vision is going to be for the remainder of this game. I'm really happy that Slugs used his ability the way he is using his ability right now, to use it as an anti-vision spell. Because that's something that most Slugs don't actually utilize. Unfortunately, it does appear that Big Iron has absolutely no interest in supporting in general, as he's going for phase boots. Okay, that I like much less. I'm going to admit as much. Yeah, look at this. He's going for phase boots first item. He's been taking a lot of CS. Well, actually a lot. He's taking 4 CS, but he's been trying to get CS ever since this game has started, ever since I put my eyes on him. And look at this. Now he's taking over the lane for the slug. That is instead going to be the one to buy the ward and plant them. Oh my lord. Okay, that is the definition of potato mode. Another definition of potato mode is, yeah, being at the health of a potato, which is to say not healthy at all. Blackrock Shooter is looking, but look is all he can do, as the Spirit Breaker will TP himself away, back to the safety of his fountain. Which is good for him, which is really great for him. Peanut is still alone, still alive, but for how long? There is company, and there is kill potential. And they see him. They see him. Blackrock Shooter has had enough of waiting. He's going to try to hook him off the mark. Off the mark. And with the level 6 of the Legion Commander, if that hook landed, it would have been a duel. In fact, the Legion Commander, she has been quiet the entire game, but she's been farming as well. And she already has a Blink Dagger 10 minutes in. Oh, this time the hook's going to connect. Here comes the first duel of the game, and it's an easy one. With the Riki to come here to help. There was no doubt that that poor Peanut, was going to be eaten like one. He just feeds the first duel of the game to that Legion Commander. Well, which is alright, I guess. I mean, it was pretty much an overextension of the Rubik. And it's a big kill, because they finally get the first duel of the game, but oh, here comes the revenge. They want to kill Nico Ni. The bud's not around this time. Nico Ni is dropping to 300 HP, but with press the attack, she's just getting back to, well, a reasonable amount of health points. So that's good. That is really good for them. Riki is also not really interested in carrying. I mean, he's going for, obviously, a Blade of Alacrity, first item. Now he's going for a wand. Yep, a magic wand. He is going, of course, for the regular diffusal blade, I would believe. Ooh. I do believe that... Oh, I don't even have to drink water, because there's a push dismembering the Storm Spirit. But it's a Storm Spirit, he can just TP away using his Ball Remnants. Oh, but he had almost no mana. If he got hooked there, he would have been dead, and that would have been a really, really big kill. Considering he's the top net worth of his team, that would have been disastrous for the Radiant. Which is good. Oh, and something that might be a bit disastrous is the Slug dying, but there you go. He gets a Shadow Pounce off, and there you go. And oh, Nico Ni, she came to play with that blink. Probably tried to get the Slug, but with that Dark Dance, with that Shadow Dance, sorry, he's all right. He has absolutely no problems to just get out of here. As well, now with the Legion Commander up top, that lane just got 10 times more dangerous, really. As, oh, mid lane, what's happening here? Oh, it's a Spirit Breaker finally charging. Here you go, the Assault Seam is online. They finally managed to break down Blackrock Shooter. And that's what I expected to see a lot earlier. But I saw it at long last. Now let me drink water already. Okay, enough water. More action, more charges, more Legion Commander getting bashed. But no. No RNG god-like streak today. Oh, but there's going to be an Omni Slash instead, and that's going to take down the Rubik. Pretty easy kill for that man. I mean, you just have to press R when there's no creeps around, and boom! What do you know? Someone is dead, and fucking hell! Okay, hold on. One of a guy that clearly didn't get the memo that I was trying to get a cast is messaging me. Okay, I am currently casting a game. Please wait 40 minutes. There you go. Sorry about that, friend. That is very unprofessional of me. What is, however, really professional is Barbatos. Wait, Barbatos. Yeah. He is charging and cancelled it. Really professional of him, knowing that he shouldn't go into a fight that he cannot win. Ricky is left to his own on the bottom lane, which is good for him. He's going to need to get higher and higher on the net worth. Third on his team. And the second one of the team is, however, the Pudge, that, however, finds 3 heroes. But it doesn't matter. These heroes are AFK! Barbatos went from really professional to absolutely brain dead. Never mind. Yeah, he is still alive and well. He was maybe checking his phone or something, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe he got a really important call from his work and he just needed to answer. It happened to me once. I mean, my work just called on Skype for a really important interview while I was in the middle of a Dota game. It didn't end very well. Yes, both the game and my interview, of course. Oh, there you have SRJ, a shadow demon that walked in the wrong neighborhood. Tried to plant a ward, not only got spotted, but got his life out of his body because of it. SRJ, that's how you would say, right? Yep. Meanwhile, middle, well, that's leaving a bit of space at least for Octorizer to just roam around the map and try to get that tower, but Star Z comes back to his home and cleans up the cockroaches, and by cockroaches I mean creeps, not Octorizer. Octorizer would be the Gog cockroaches. Oh, up top, Blackrock Shooter is got a kill, but here comes the duel. Duel's gonna be won by the Legion Commander, but not by much. That Death Cask from the Death Ward from the Witch Doctor has done a lot of damage and managed to bring down the 2 aggressors, both the Pudge and the Legion Commander, so that's going to be a 2-for-2, but that's 2 cores for 2 supports. I mean, an offlaner and support. Although, the Spirit Breaker, can you really consider him to be an offlaner at this point? I mean, he was technically offlaning, but technically. But he was on the safe lanes. Oh. Well, regardless of my eternal questioning about whether or not lanes should be called the way they should be called, there's a Juggernaut with a Battle Fury. That's a more important thing happening here. Octorizer. Yeah, 16-minute Battle Fury, that's an interesting one as well. Dismember on the bottom lane, on Peanut, manages to find him, but here comes reinforcement. Stars now tries to attack the Pudge, and they will probably get him no problem. But the problem might be what comes after. The Reiki may have tried to go on Star Z, but does not have the damage to finish the job. He knew, and he's going to back off. Reiki is getting dangerously close to that point in time where he hits his timing and just becomes extremely terrifying with that Diffusal Blade. And that tower, that tier 1 tower top, falling, is also going to lead to, yeah, him getting propelled further ahead. And toward that key item. He hasn't queued it, now he has. And that's good, that's really great for him. That is really, really good for him. And really bad for the Radiant, because that last fight, that's Z. He did manage to win it, alright? But he only managed to win it because the Ricky didn't do enough damage with Trick of the Trades. Oh, charge into the Ricky. Talking about the Devil. Well, he's gonna get a Devil on his own, and there you go. He tries to use Trick of the Trades only defensively. He had Dust. The Spirit Breaker had Dust, but unfortunately Nether Strike was on cooldown. There was nothing that could have been done on that man. Alright. Now, what's the next part of the master plan of the Dire? Nothing! Wonderful! You have Pudge that's queuing up, well, a few items. First it's going to be a Blade Mail and a Blink. Some usual item for a Pudge, maybe not so much for carry Pudge, but he's going the normal Pudge route. The mid Pudge route. He's going to find a little juicy target, a Slug that's extremely low. He's going to throw the hook Unfortunately, no catch today. He went fishing. Well, he's gonna have to go fishing again because he did not find anything to eat today. Now he's walking about. He is getting spotted by that nice Radiant Observer ward, that defensive ward. Probably doesn't expect it, and now he's getting charged. And oh, here comes the Slug. He went to the spawn. He went in to reinforce. And now it's 4 heroes trying to go on the Pudge. Alright, look at it go. Look at the Maledict and look at the Pudge dying. That's all that's happening. He tried. He tried to do everything that he could to survive, but isolated, stranded, dead. Meanwhile, top stays A, tries to go on the Legion Commander, Nico Knee. Well, that's a double damage storm. You don't want to do all that, do you? He has finished an Orchid now, so... Well, I dare say that the Reiki is gonna get terrifying. May have spoken too soon, and oh wow, the Death Squad is still going. I thought that it would have split off and farm like most normal people, but those people, they're not normal. They are on a killing spree, and yeah, normal people don't kill. Those people, they're killers. So they move on, they move about, they continue to the next target, and on and on. And talking about the next target, they may find the Riki here, although he is invisible. If they have some good game sense or use a scan, yeah, they may find him. In fact, they find the Riki and try to put some poison on him. Meanwhile, top, the aggressor got aggressed, and yeah. This time it's Blackrock Shooter, and with the Legion Commander and the Juggernaut with the Omnislash manages to find a kill on the Storm, a very important one, but back at bottom. Peanuts on the front line. He's gonna find Octorizer. Is that the Omnislash stolen? Yes, it is. Rubik stole the Omnislash. Now he could do some amazing stuff. They're probably wary of him now, or they should. He says thank you. Wow, that's rude. Very rude, Peanut. I mean, very polite, actually. You do want to be polite, especially when you stole something important, but oh no, he's splitting off from the Spirit Breaker. He is going to find the Shadow Demon, and here comes the Omnislash. The stolen Omnislash goes on to some illusion, unfortunately. Trick of the Trick comes in, but SAJ is dead. The Riki, well, now he gets double dusted for good measure, but it doesn't matter, even though there's a Maledict on him. He's just going to be fine. He already got a kill. Or is he going to be fine? No, he won't. Stay Z. Make sure that's impossible. That the escape of the Riki will have to be for another day. A rainy day or a sunny day, because right now it's a thunderous day. The storm is around. And he goes ham. He goes bacon. He goes BLT every single time I look at him. Has no charge for the half mana, half health Spirit Breaker. Onto who? It's onto the Legion Commander. I'm pretty sure it's only to provide vision, I hope. Because, yeah, it's a double damage Legion Commander. No, don't complete the charge, Spirit Breaker. What are you doing? Are you crazy? No, the Pudge is here as well. He's going to hook you. Oh no, it failed. The blink is on cooldown. 6 seconds for Legion Commander, and now the bait is on. Now Big Iron comes in, tries to kill the Legion Commander, and now with that creep, the casket bounces, and now with the bounce and the Death Ward. The Legion Commander is dead and the action keeps on happening. SAJ tries to go into the Shadow Demon. He's going to get lifted. He cannot put himself into his other world. And he's going to die and the action still on. He wants more. He wants Blackrock Shooter. Is he going to get it? The charge gonna come in. There's no mana on Stay Z, but it doesn't matter. Now he pops the charge. Now he pops the one, sorry. And now, oh, he gets a lucky bash just at the right moment. Peanut comes in and, oh, nice distance. Volvo Electric Vortex has an infinity of range. It's completely broken. Literally, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to have that range. Regardless, the Pudge falls to it. As, oh, that's gonna be used by Big Iron. Maybe try to get the Riki. Unfortunately, the Riki was hanging around near the top portion of that tower. Top area, but now, well, he's no longer around that area. He's trying to get a bit more bold. He's trying to go a bit harder. As the Slug. No, it's actually the Storm. That's going to walk about. Go into the try. Oh, there was a guy, a green guy. It was a Jug. The Jug. Yeah, he was around the jungle. He's trying to juke the enemy out. They're still holding on to the advantage, thanks to the Jug, by the way. Look at the net worth shot, still at 2,000. It didn't exactly fluctuate too high or too low. It's just that, yeah, now it's at 1k, but really, it's thanks to that Jug. He's been farming excellently thanks to that Battle Fury. No one can come to his ankles. He's that strong. He's that big now. There is no one that can stop him. He is now what? Almost 5k above the Storm? The highest net worth on the enemy team? As, oh, I have to hold the net worth talk for later. There's a hook that fails. Never mind, it connects on the Ricky, but it's not what he wanted. Newell now on the Witch Doctor, but she's getting lifted. The Shrine comes in. Here comes the Storm. He's in the middle of everyone. He goes ham. The Omni Slash does manage to bring down the 2 support and the Slug, actually. Storm's gonna have to become invisible. And no, never mind. He's no longer invisible. He tries to go into Legion. Commander actually manages to get a Barbatos. He's now in deep trouble. Octorizer, well, he's also in trouble. Or is it the Storm? I mean, the Shadow Demon. Or is it the Storm? It is the Storm, but he manages to get out of the face of his pursuers. And actually, never mind, there was a lot of poison from the Shadow Demon that from the beyond the grave manages to get the Storm, and that's a 4-4-3. Clearly in the favor of the Dire, as this chart clearly says. 1000 gold swing, that's going to be a nice injection of cash and a nice injection of items since they managed to bring down the Roshan. I mean, they're probably going to get the ultimate item, the Aegis of the Immortal. A really conveyed item that you can only get by killing Roshan. Why am I talking as if I'm talking to a bunch of clueless noobs? No, you all know what the Aegis does, and you all know that it's going to be on the Juggernaut. I hope. Because Ricky, as much as he has a diffusal now, yeah, no, you do have to put it on Octorizer. I don't belong here. Yeah, he does not belong in that Roche pit. He probably, yeah, would have done a great blasphemy if he took the Aegis instead of the Juggernaut. That is the most farmed hero on the enemy team. And with that Roshan, 3000 gold advantage, and you see that it's kind of spiraling downwards. Kind of. We don't know. It's at the lowest it's ever been for the Radiant, or at the highest it's ever been for the Dire. So we'll see. We shall see. And oh, wait a second. Yes. Sorry about that, friends. I was just checking something very dumb that happened to me yesterday. Am I recording, yes or no? If the answer was no, I would have probably committed Sudoku, which is a horrible way of passing your time. God, I keep on making the same jokes. It's bad. I need to innovate and elevate myself to a new mind state. There's no Nico knee. It's going to break your Nico knees if you're not careful enough. Blackrock Shooter is around as well. They're going to find one, but it's an invisible Slug with a Shadow Blade and an Echo Saber. They're trying to go on the Octorizer. They should note that there's a Pudge around, though. Is the chart going to be completed? It does appear like it is. Octorizer is going to get gone on the double damage on the Storm Spirit. It's going to do a lot of damage on the Juggernaut. Meanwhile, on the back line, our Big Iron is actually going to die to a duel, but here comes the double damage Storm Spirit. Getting banished, however, as now it's a Storm Spirit in the middle of two, but he doesn't have the Slug. He's now around as well, and the beautiful Omni Slash managed to take down not only the Slug, but also the Storm Spirit. And now get back, says Daisy. Mozart has to get himself away. He can do a symphony of skills, but he can also do a symphony of death with his own body, which would not be what you want to say. As Blackrock Shooter is going to blink aggressively, try to go on Mozart, but SC Mozart will be wiser and avoid the hook and walk himself out. So he is still getting pinged because, yeah, he's not exactly ahead in terms of net worth, so he does need a bit of farm. Meanwhile, tier 2 towers fall, so the Slug is gonna have not a lot of time to recover. There's already 25 minutes have passed. A 7k net worth lead now with that tier 2 and that one team fight, thanks to the nice Omni Slash by the Jug, by Octopus. No, it's Octorizer. Octorizer. So it's getting better and better for the Dire. Really, it is. And now it's going to be a tier 1 as well. So more gold, more and more gold, and more action as now the spin comes in, but so does the bash. Bash, another jump in, Form Pudge that immediately gets silenced, but Daisy, yeah, he knows that he shouldn't hang around that too much. The cask will fly, but the cask will not allow anything to happen. Although Mozart in the backline tries to get Octorizer, jumps on him. He does not have Omni Slash. He does have the spin, but he's AFK. He doesn't know what he's hitting him, and he's dead. But here comes the duel now. Here comes the duel. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. Meanwhile, in the back lines, no, they're just going illusions. And yes, the duel will come. Victory placed on the face of Nikone. But now with a blade mill, yeah, that was an easy one, wasn't it? The Slug is punished for his efforts, and punished hard, although reinforcements have come. Okay, Storm Spirit is now getting dismembered. Nikone is still alive, and the Storm is not alive. No, Nether Strike on Nikone, but Nikone is still alive somehow. The Urns comes in, but oh, magnificent stuff from the Witch Doctor. Star Shell coming in, but yeah, with that urn, with that vessel combined with the Maledict, that's doing a lot of damage. So much damage, although Barbatos is getting a lot of damage himself on him. He is, however, with that vessel pickup, which I really like, by the way, he is, yeah, he's going to get himself back to safety. And that's a 3 for 3. 2 cores and 1 support for 3 cores, actually. Only the supports and a half remain. No, because that guy, that Ricky, is not a support. He is not a support at all. Is he going for Nico Saber as well? Not sure I'm a fan of this, but, well, double backstab, I guess it's alright. I guess it is alright in that fight. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if it was to the advantage of the Dire, because look at this, there's a little dent in the lead. There's a little, yeah, not even just a dent. It's, yeah, it's a little comeback, the start of a potential comeback from the Radiant that are behind, so they do need to recover, and that could be the start of that. Well, it's not going to be good, and it's all going to come down to the 2 carries of Radiant. The Slark that did manage to find a huge kill on the Juggernaut, which is probably why the net with swing went that way. And also the Storm that did some good stuff. I mean, his jumps are just perfect, jumping left and right, and manages to find the target and then kill them, murder them. He puts a nice orchid on his enemies as well, the Pudge, during that first part of the engagement. Yeah, he could not do Dismember on anything because he was silenced. Pudge really hates silences, by the way, and Nico Ni loves duels, as you're going to have a demonstration of that soon enough. Hopefully. He's walking about. He's no longer walking about. He decided what to do, and what he's gonna do is farm the enemy jungle. Enemy jungle, which is warded, but yeah, maybe not entirely, as now, well, Peanut is going to make sure that there's at least some form of vision in their jungle, so they can't just, yeah, walking like it's in a windmill or something. There, yeah, in terms of vision, I think the Radiant is playing extremely defensively, as they should. They have placed wards about everywhere around this area of the map. They control the entire, yeah, the entire section of the map, and nothing more, nothing less than, oh, a ward got placed by SRJ. He's going to immediately get punished for it, because here comes the charge, here comes the daddy, here comes the cow, and here comes the Slark as well. But what they don't know is that there's some reinforcements. Creeper don't belong here is going to whiff one of his his ultimate. He's going to whiff the trick of the trade. Mozart on the backline trying to work on the SJ, but it's Ricky that's getting the heat, and Ricky could not stand that heat as SJ now tries to jump forward. Omni Slash now kills Barbatos, but here comes still as Stacey. No mana though, so he's gonna get duel, he's gonna get this man, but he's probably dead. Indeed he is. The duel will win. Meanwhile on the backline, Nocturizer is going to TP away. Alright, he decided that the fight was not worth not worth it. They were too deep. As talking about being deep, Nico Ni, he doesn't care about being deep. He wants to go deeper and deeper. No sexual reference here whatsoever. You are imagining things. Nico Ni is yeah, still very, very deep. And no Maledict on Blackrock Shooter, but a Big Iron has Death Ward if he wants to use it. Doesn't want to, apparently, as the cask unfortunately will not bounce the way he intended to. So that's going to be Blackrock Shooter having to walk himself out. And with this, that is showing that the Dire are not entirely in full control yet, but they certainly look like they're about to get control. They're about to dominate this game if nothing else is done. You see the earlier dent in the net with charge, right? Well, it looks pitiful now, because after that little bounce, that comeback bounce, well, it went straight back down. Oh, but it might come back right now as Barbatos tries to go in Nico Ni. Here comes the Slark, here comes the Dismember. It was on the wrong target, it's on Barbatos. It's the Legion Commander that's under trouble. Oh, but nice hook. Save the Legion Commander, is gonna salve up. As meanwhile, well, the Omnislash's gonna be used. Not even! The duel's gonna come in, and that's the death of the Slark. And now, well, charge from Barbatos. He has to walk out. Can Blackrock Shooter stop that? He cannot. He's gonna get bashed himself. Try to throw a hook, but it would only be luck. And Nico Ni is confused. Why did you do this, Radiant? That move was pointless. And it was. Because now, yeah, it's plummeting down, plummeting down. If the Radiant was a plane, they would call Mayday right now. Because they're crashing into the ground. In fact, I'm pretty sure they already crashed into the ground, and now they're going to basically, yeah, start digging. The plane of the Radiant is gonna start digging towards hell if things keep on happening at this pace. They're not getting what they need. The Storm does have the item. The Storm has the Lincolns now. So that's at least something. But that's defensive items getting picked up. Well, the Juggernaut now with the Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, and of course the Defusal Blade of his own. Even more terrifying. Even more terrifying. And he has the aggressive items. As now, oh, Creep's gonna be lifted and die. But that's nothing. Oh no, what's going to happen? Oh no, the Rubik. He is gonna get a quick Omni Slash to the face, then yeah, the Juggernaut's just gonna get hooked back, and that's it. That's all there is. How much did that cost him? 200 gold. Right, so it's just a little transaction, your daily transaction. Talking about daily transaction, one of the daily transactions that could happen is a huge influx of gold in the pockets of the slug, and he kills down Nico Ni for 600 gold. How far behind is that man? Very, very far behind as Stacey finds a target of his own, but it's a support, so it's not as relevant as the kill we saw on screen. But still, 12k gold lead, man. not where you want to be exactly. Let's ask Dota Plus the win probability. Well, he's placing it at 80%. But enough about Dota Plus. More about the Storm Spirit that has to walk back, but no mana, no health. The Lincolns won't save you, my friend. Octorize on a killing spree. And a support for a carry, for a hope. Yeah, an irrelevant guy versus the last hope of your team. Which one is more valuable? If you answered the last hope of your team, you are correct. Because the Storm, yeah, he died there. And he was supposed to bring the hopes of the Radiant back to, well, not hell. Yeah, he was supposed to lift the spirits off of his team and then, yeah, bring the games back on track. But right now the train has derailed completely. Doesn't appear like they have any answer. Oh, never mind, they do. Mozart finds kills where he can, right? And those kills, they do cost them a lot, but look at this. There's almost no answer to what they're doing. Big Iron, well, he doesn't care about having a Newell's because he dies either way. Now Peanut's gonna die as well. That Phase Bolts, although it reduces damage by 35, it still has 163 to work with. And that is two super dying for nothing. Any answer for the Juggernaut? The Slug. The Slug has been the answer for him, but only when he was AFK. As now, yet an Omni Slash is just so big, so huge. And now, alright, with Nico Nay with the double damage, they might want to pressure tier 3s. They could probably look to do Roshan first. It doesn't appear like they do. They might be want to press the issue with the two supports dead for 20 seconds. And that could be big. That could be the end, the start of the die for the Radiant. It's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. And the ride is not over yet. But whatever happens, I dare say that these people are working as a team currently. All of them. Although they work in, well, sometimes in conjunction, 2 and 2 together. They're doing good. I think that they're all following up on what they do. Even though it's sometimes just a Slug going in alone, but at least there's a support with him. Which is something good in pubs. Something that you don't see too often. As now blind hooks are getting thrown around by Blackrock Shooter, and oh, someone has had enough. It's it's a Juggernaut. He jumps forward, uses Aghanims. Omni Slash not going to find much. Nico Ni is going to try to find one, but he's a Butch that's currently under a lot of trouble. Shadow Demon now getting silenced as well. Is going to get gonna die. Ladies Commander trying to work on Barbatos. Is actually going to find him? No, not yet. And now he's going to gain control, getting Yuled, but the poison from the Shadow Demon again from beyond the grave does the job. Big Iron now tries to get to chain lock. Chain stunned the Juggernaut and the Legion Commander, so that's going to push them back. Allow actually Stacey to come in, but Stacey has to be careful. He cannot silence the Jug, but he can definitely do a fair amount of damage to it. As now the Witch Doctor is going to get attacked by the Ricky. Almost no mana on that Storm Spirit. Oh, the trick of the trade! The trick of the trade! Does a lot of damage, and MC Moses now getting pinged hardcore. What did you do in that fight, good sir? The Ricky now has to walk back. Or does he? He wants to man fight the Slug. Can you do it? No, he cannot. He cannot. That would have been madness. He's going to try to get out. The pump's going to miss. It's not going to latch him in place. You're not going to walk the dog today as SC Mozart. But never mind. He does want to man fight him. Or does he? I don't know what you want. Now he's going to get bounced. Now he's going to be invisible. And oh, he's barely in range. But the lift will come. And Mozart will claim the kill. Wow. Ricky. What kind of balls are these? They must be rock solid, I'm telling you as much. That's... What the hell, Ricky? Trying to drop a slug, full HP? It was supposed to be a position 4. And now the slug has picked up a gem, so the Ricky's not gonna be any problem now. But if he dies, if he drops that gem, problems, they'll keep on piling up. They're solving their problems one by one. The net worth has been stabilized, somewhat. But, honestly, I think we should stop looking at net worth now. It's no longer about net worth. We're reaching late game. It's all about the kills. It's all about the items that they have. It's all about how they work together. That's all that matters. Do they have tools to work to win the fight? Is a question we should be asking ourselves. The Snark, well, he has a Basher, which is great against the Juggernaut. It's the best pickup against him. Because he cannot spin and walk away and TP away if he's isolated. He can, if you manage to get an Abyssal, which is going to be the next item invested by the Slug. Well, if you do find this, if you do find the Abyssal on the Jug, he cannot do anything. And you can kill him easily with the Storm, being able to silence him after he used his Manta. Yeah, that's a dead man. That is a dead man. Pudge, I haven't focused on him too much, but he's going for a Dagon. He's been getting nice and fat. Nice and fat. Fatter than his cosmetics suggest that he is. Because although that man is really fat, he's not really that fat. I mean, I've seen worse, believe it or not. That's no... Oh, Slug. He tries to go Nico Knee. He's going to do it, but that's a double damage, Legion Commander. Doesn't matter if you Shadow Dance. Nico Knee is dead, but here comes the Omni Slash. Double Yules. Well, that's going to do a lot, actually. But the Omni Slash, it does so much. It's going to take down the 2 supporters now, Barbatos. Well, he's into trouble as well. And that's a triple kill. That aggression not paying off completely, I do feel. No, sir, it's... No, it's not worth it at all. It's 1000 gold for the Dire, even more. But the Juggernaut, oh, the Juggernaut's getting control. Silence. Here comes the Pudge, and the Pudge, oh, he manages to almost bring down the Storm. They at least bring down the tower, and with that Dagon, they actually managed to get him. Huge kills. Black Rock Shooter. Makes use of that Dagon, that Fistbird Dagon. Easy mid, he says. My. The trash talk comes, and this is Dota, alright? Now he tries to throw a blind hook, and now they're working on tier 3s. Is this the end? The Spirit Breaker is gonna come in. The Slug is still around. Did you stay at mid? XD. As no, alright, they're going to try and work. The Ricky is going to try and take down the Spirit Breaker. This might be the end. The Slug is going to try to find the Ricky, but he's not alone. The Ricky is not alone. He has French Shadow Dance comes in. The Ricky gets stunned once due to the Basher. Oh, but nice job, SJ. Now they're going to try to kill down that Slug, but he's getting permanently diffusal. Oh, I don't know how to talk. Octorizer is going to use his Omni Slash. And is this it? Is this the end? The Slug is still alive, so they haven't lost exactly anything. There's a buyback on that Witch Doctor. He needs to use it now. He's going to lose the game, but maybe he lost hopes before he lost his game. No, he did not. They want to put one last fight. They're going to jump on the Ricky. Ricky jumping at the wrong place at the wrong time. He's going to die, no problem. But it's Octorizer that you're going to look forward to. Because he is going to spin. He is going to take down the support. Die back on the Witch Doctor. The Space Cow has also died back. Peanut has probably died. And where's the Slug? It's the target to look forward to. Oh no, the Storm has come back. That's what they were waiting for. And here they come. But the Ancient's falling. The Ancient. No, they want to fight. And they managed to kill down the Storm. And not duel for one, but the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is still trying to fight. But he is fighting and now he's winning. The Slug is probably going to die. No buyback on him. And that is the end of this game. The Dire won it. And they won it in a convincing fashion with unusual lanes, kind of. I mean, less unusual than the Radiant that went full random, because that's the most random lanes that you could ever think of. Duo lanes, first off, putting your safe laner on the off lane, putting, well, alright, the only real lane that made sense was the Storm at mid. The rest just was odd all around. It was odd all around, but the Dire, what was the odd build? What was the odd thing that they did? Well, it was putting the Pudge mid, but it worked out in the end, didn't it? I mean, he did get a lot of death, but he got a lot of kills and a lot of assists as well. He's been playing very, very well. Those cosmetics are not for show. They are deadly. And yeah, the Riki that didn't support, with only one support, they managed to win, and that's good. That is great for them. Anyway, that is it for me. I don't think my cast was that great, so I don't actually deserve the monies, but I definitely enjoyed casting it. So, there you go. If you want to catch more of me, I do have a Twitter that I should probably put on this page, huh? Well, regardless, I'm Vantalion. You can catch me at VantalionDota on Twitter, or on this YouTube channel on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Vantalion. But if you don't, well, you probably already left already, or if you want... I'm just going to shut up now. This was Vantalion signing off.